You're born just tall enough to be noticed, but never quite enough to be feared. At 6'1", you stand at that awkward height, tall for life, short for basketball. Every time you step onto a court, you feel it, that silent measuring tape running from your head to the rim. The 6 or 7 wings slash to the basket with ease. The 6'10" centers own the paint like gods among mortals. And there you are, somewhere in between. Not quite big enough, not quite quick enough, not quite enough. But the ball doesn't care. It doesn't care about your wingspan, your vertical leap, or your recruiting stars. It fits in your hands all the same. It listens when no one else does. So you decide, if you can't be the tallest or the strongest, then you'll be the smartest, the most relentless, the one who never stops moving until the defense snaps in half. You learn how to manipulate space, how to freeze defenders with a glance, how to make your next move before anyone even knows you've started the first. While they're playing above the rim, you're mastering everything beneath it. Footwork, balance, deception. Your first real move doesn't happen in a packed gym with scouts in the stands. It happens alone, in a dimly lit gym after hours, with only the sound of your breath and the ball slapping against the hardwood. You fake left, push right, step back, and for a split second, you're gone. Free. Untouchable. That feeling? That's what hooks you. It's not the points, not the praise, it's the control. It's knowing that when everything else is chaotic, when defenders are closing in, you can still create space, still make something out of nothing. That becomes your addiction. You start seeing seams in the defense that others miss. You recognize patterns before they fully form. Angles that don't exist for anyone else open up for you like secret doors. Day after day, night after night, long after practice ends, long after your teammates have left, you're still there. The gym is silent, the lights flicker, but you stay. Not for anyone else, not for applause, for you. Middle school comes and goes, you grow to 6'2", but the wings keep getting longer, the hops keep getting higher. And yet, you're the one the coaches trust to run the floor. They call you the floor general now. You pretend to roll your eyes at the nickname, but deep down you savor it, because they're right. You see the play unfolding 3 moves ahead. You orchestrate, command, adjust. Your teammates don't always listen, but the ball does. You don't get the fancy shoes, the viral mixtapes, the attention. You wear the same beat-up sneakers, the same hand-me-down gear. But your handle tightens, your passes snap, your footwork sharpens to a knife's edge. And yet no one tells you that being the point guard, being the leader, is a blessing wrapped in a curse. You get all the blame, none of the glory. Every bad shot is your decision. Every missed cut is your failure. The scoreboard never credits you for the pass that led to the pass, for the defensive rotation you called out, for the tempo you controlled. But you keep showing up. Because for you, control isn't optional. It's the only thing that makes sense. You carry a weight others can't see. You anticipate cracks before they happen, fix mistakes before they unravel. You're the quiet engine behind every win, but no one claps for the engine. They clap for the shiny paint job. You tell yourself it's okay. Then high school hits, and so do the whispers. Bigger guards, stronger bodies, more athletic frames. You hear about scholarships being offered to players 2 inches taller, a step quicker. You know what's coming. You've seen it happen before, but you also know something they don't. You've been underestimated your entire life. And this is exactly what you've prepared for. So you stay late, another night, another empty gym, pounding the same spot on the floor until the sweat pools and your legs ache. You push through until there's nothing left but you, the ball, and the sound of rubber meeting wood in a rhythm no one else hears. This is where you're made. Not under the bright lights, not in the highlight reels. Here, in the shadows where the ball listens more than anyone ever has. High school basketball isn't about who understands the game. It's about who gets noticed. The 6'6" shooting guard thinks he runs the show. He gets the dunks, the scouts, the clout. You run the offense, make the right pass, cover his mistakes. The coach doesn't even need to say it. But he does. Feed him. The scouts are watching. As if you didn't already know, so practice becomes politics. You facilitate, absorb mistakes, and quietly get blamed when things go wrong. You correct rotations, settle egos, make everything function. But no one notices, until one night she does. That girl from the stands, the one you've been noticing, she catches you trying a behind-the-back pass that smacks your teammate right in the face. She laughs. You store that moment. Next time, you'll land it perfectly. Off the court, it's the same story. Coaches talk about intangibles. Administrators talk about marketability. You get it. You're not flashy. You don't sell tickets. But you're the reason the machine runs. The locker room is loud, filled with guys convinced they're the next big thing. You stay quiet, focused, running the system. You stay late, always. The gym empties, but you remain, chasing rhythm, perfecting control. It's the part they'll never see. The shooting guard gets the headlines, the mixtapes, the offers. But when the game is on the line, when everything is falling apart, the coach looks to you because he knows you've always been the safety net. One night he stays after practice too, says nothing, just watches. Maybe he understands, maybe not. Doesn't matter. It doesn't change why you're here. The work is the only thing that's real. You don't play for fame. You play to control the chaos. And for now, that's enough. Then comes college. Not a bigger stage, but a tighter window. The space shrinks, the decisions speed up. Everyone here was that guy at their high school. Now you're all fighting for the same 15 minutes of playing time. The first thing you notice is the pace. It's not just faster, it's ruthless. Passing lanes you used to thread are gone before your fingers finish the motion. Every lazy dribble is a turnover. Every hesitation is a steal. Welcome to college basketball, where knowing the play isn't enough. You have to know how to survive. The coach doesn't yell much. He doesn't need to. His eyes say everything. Every time you call a set, every time you organize the floor, he watches. You're not the future NBA star, not the viral sensation. You're here because you make his job easier. You're the brain, the stabilizer, the one who remembers what everyone else forgets. And that's the problem. No one applauds the brain. Your roommate's a freshman wing, 6'5", fearless freak athlete, already fielding endorsement calls. He jokingly calls you coach at practice, half teasing, half respect. You grin, pass him the ball, watch him drain a three and pump up the crowd. You don't correct him. The scoreboard keeps moving. College offense isn't pretty. It's a grinder. You feed guys who think passing is weakness. You run the pick and roll, set the tempo. And when the team loses, guess whose name they whisper in the film room? But you don't crack. You've been here before. High school politics, now with bigger bodies and less patience for mistakes. So you learn. Talk less, lead more. Point, signal, adjust. Always in motion, always invisible. Practices are wars. Conditioning drills feel personal. Your legs burn. Ice is your constant companion. You develop a limp that never fully leaves. No one notices. They're too busy chasing their own glory. Then comes that moment. Small, forgettable to everyone but you. You dive for a loose ball, beat a bigger guard to the floor, save a possession. The bench doesn't erupt. The camera doesn't pan, but the coach sees. He gives you a look, a small nod. Not much, but everything. Classes blur with late-night film sessions. You dissect opponents' tendencies, memorize rotations, find margins in the madness. You become obsessed with controlling what you can, because that's the job. You are the general on the floor, the mechanic behind the machine. But time keeps ticking. The freshman with springs in his legs gets more minutes, more spotlight. You still run the game, but from the shadows. There's a weight to that, knowing your ceiling is right there, visible, inevitable, and yet you stay. Because this, the court, the control, the game bending to your will, was always yours. You stay after practice, of course you do. Another 100 floaters, another hour at the line, another night chasing a feeling few will ever understand. Not for clout, not for mixtapes, for you. Because no matter how invisible you become, the ball still listens, still obeys, and in a world that rarely does. That's enough to keep you here. For now. And here's the key takeaway from the channel. Delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer the potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.